So you guys, we're going to start off with this beautiful lady right here. She's been coming to my salon forever, ever, ever. Beauty and beautiful hair. So welcome back to my channel, Sugar Salon TV. So I'm doing a sew-in on this gray-haired beauty here. So I'm just doing a braid up. You can watch me do that. So you guys, I'm doing a traditional sew-in. Just simply all that means is a sew-in with some leave out. So I'm mainly leaving her sides out. I'm leaving some in the back out. So I'm kind of doing like a ponytail sew-in, if you will, but it's just a one bundle sew-in. I didn't even end up using up the entire bundle because the bundle had a lot of hair on it. It's just commercial hair that was gray. And so my main goal and main objective was to make sure that she gets some hair that blended in with her own gray hair, so it could, wouldn't be no line of demarcation. It would look like really seamless, and it would look, just on point, like it's looking, like it's gonna look. So you guys just keep watching, please. So you guys, there's so many different ways that I could have braided her hair up, but I just did it in a circle because I'm leaving a lot of the hair out anyway. I'm leaving, like I said, the tops, the back, and I'm leaving some out in the front, as you can see where the braid is. So keep watching. So you guys, my whole goal whenever I'm doing anybody's sew-in is I know sometimes people like a lot of bundles of hair in their head, and that's to each his own. That's your prerogative if you want the fullness. And then, to be honest, with the bundles of virgin hair that's 20 inches or longer, it tends to be a smaller amount of hair on the bundles anyway. So it's not going to look as full as you may think. So when you're going for that 20, 22, 24-inch look or longer, you know. But for her, this client here, my main goal and objective, which was to do a healthy hair sew-in on her, a traditional sew-in with some leave out. And I also, with her hair being gray, I wanted to make sure that because they had one gray of hair that had more black in it. Well, I had her sent me pictures when she was at the beauty supply. And the hair that I'm going to end up installing, it looks way better. The other hair that she was going to get, it was gray, but it had more black in it. And as you can see, her own hair, as you're looking at now, it's more gray than black. So I wanted her to get, since I was doing some leave out, of course, the main thing is you want the hair to blend. You don't want that big line of demarcation where you can see the difference in the client's hair and the commercial hair that's the added in, or the virgin hair. So she got the gray hair. She sent me pictures, and I was like, oh, you need to get this gray hair. Because at the beauty supply, the person that worked there was recommending that she get the other hair. So that's why, most of my clients, for braids and all of this stuff, weaves, they get the hair from me. They just purchase the hair through me. They let it be included in the service. But with her getting gray hair, she had more time on her hands to go out and try to find the hair, as opposed to me trying to get out because I stay really busy. So anyway, she wanted to stop by and bring me the hair so I can see it. But I was like, no, don't inconvenience yourself by driving over here. All you have to do is just send me a picture. And so that's what she did. So once I saw the picture, I'm like, okay, yeah, this is it. But at the beauty supply, sometimes you can get to the beauty supply and the person that works there, they're not as invested in it as you are or as your hairstylist is. So sometimes they may be like, oh yeah, get this or whatever. This is the best. But always check with your hairstylist because you gotta understand they're trying to make a sale. So and you're not their client, so they may not be that interested in trying to help you. You don't know. So, so for me, I always, have my clients, but like I said, my clients, they always get hair from me. But anyway, in this case, she got her own hair, but she did check with me, even though the clerk at the beauty supply told her to get the other hair that had more black in it than gray. When she sent me pictures of both of them, I'm like, no, you need to get the one that has more gray in it, not more black in it. Because, you want the whole goal is for it to blend in and look seamless with her hair. Like, she has a lot of gray in her hair, which is beautiful, it's gorgeous. But I didn't want to have her bring in a bundle of hair, a pack of hair, and it has more black in it than it has gray. Then that's not going to look right. It's not going to blend in good with her own hair. It's going to look totally different than the leave out. So anyway, she did call me and then she did text me pictures. And so I was able to tell her which one to get, which was different than what the beauty supply clerk was telling her to get. So once I start sewing the commercial hair in, the gray hair that she brought, you will see how well it kind of blends in very well. And so just continue to watch. Again, please consider subscribing. If you have some kind of comment, please drop it down below. I love comments. Give me some love too, y'all. Some love on here, shout it. Thank you. Thank you in advance. Please and thank you. You guys, when she come in, she and I have like some of the most deep conversations ever. Like we have some very, very deep conversation. Like we go all the way in. We have some deep conversations. Oh my, it'd be so therapeutic. It'd be wonderful. So I'm showing you that she got one pack of this Empire hair, which is pretty good hair. And I like the texture of it too. It's not real silky, so it seems more believable. But you see how beautiful it is. It blends well. You're gonna see with her own hair. And I just wanted her to bring one pack because some of the packs have a lot of hair in there. And this particular pack or brand of hair, it did have a lot of hair in there, as you will see. So continue to watch, and you see how that hair is blending in so well. Yes, yes, y'all. So I wanted to drop long on the sides of her hair, you guys. On the sides of her head, I wanted to drop long, as you see it is. And so I'm starting to sew over there on that side and go just to do the install like this. I did some tracks or I sewed them in going this way so that it can look full on the sides as well as you see me doing. So you see that's her leave out at the top there. And you see how it blends oh so well. And then I think she got 16-inch hair. So I'm going to keep her own hair is long too. So I'm going to keep some length on there, but I am going to do a little bit of layering so that it won't be all one length. My whole goal is, with doing extensions and stuff, is to make it look as believable as possible. Sometimes we don't need the 2, 3, and 4 bundles of hair. Sometimes just one hair with a traditional sew-in will give you that finished look that's very natural. And a traditional sew-in, that's just a sew-in where you have leave out in the top. Some people like minimal leave out, which is a very small amount of leave out. But it just depends on the client. So for her, I left a little bit more hair out because her hair is more finer in the top. So she's looking in the camera because I was like, look at your hair. You see how it's blending? How that hair is blending so well? So anyway, that's why sometimes, I make sure I kind of do consults with my clients, especially if they're getting something that they normally don't do, or if they're getting something that I haven't done on them as of yet. I'm going to make sure we're on the same page and all of that. So you guys just continue to watch as the video is not long. Be over soon. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. So you guys see how well that hair is blending with her own hair. It's blending really well. And she was happy with it as well as I was. And so I told her to make sure she keep that pack and she makes sure that she remembers which one, which hair she got. Because like I said, there was another one that had gray, but it had more black than gray. So I just wanted her to remember in case she decided to do a sew-in again. And then she would remember which pack to get. So you guys, I'm just stitching like side to side, side to side. That's all I'm doing. Meaning that I'm placing the tracks like side to side because I do want them to lay kind of long on the side like I was saying. So that's why I'm starting off with it on the side so that it can drop down long on the side. So you guys, one thing about me that when I do my installs, I'm cognizant of the, how tight I'm pulling and how taut I'm pulling the thread. Because at the end of the day, yeah, you want, as a hairstylist, you want the tracks to be in there. But at the same time, you don't want to take these clients sew-in out, or they take their own sew-in out and then their own hair is coming out with the sew-in. So now you guys, I'm just doing a little bit of layering, not too much. I'm not cutting too much length off. I'm just doing a little bit of layering in there so that it won't just be a even all over look, and so it can flow. And as well as I didn't put a whole bunch of hair in her head because this hair has a fuller texture. It has like a more of a kind of natural hair texture. Not real kinky or anything, but it has a believable texture. And I didn't want it all one length. And so I wanted it to flow a little better. I didn't put a bunch of tracks in her hair. As a matter of fact, out of that, we just did a one bundle install and we had some hair left. We had hair left. And so you see how well it blends. Wonderful. So now, I'm just coming around the front, going around the sides, and just putting a little bit more layering in here. And the thing about it is, sometimes when you're trying something that you haven't had, you always want to make sure you trust a hairstylist because you may not see the picture. You may not be able to envision what it's going to look like in your own head, but your hairstylist can. So sometimes it's just about trusting your stylist. And you guys, I'm making it so very, very easy for you to subscribe because all you have to do is take your phone and act like you about to take a picture and you scan this QR code to subscribe. So now guys, I'm just kind of styling her hair. So this is her own hair right here, and you see how it blends in so well. She does have natural hair, so I'm just doing a little bit of kind of pressing it out first and then kind of styling it or putting some loose curls. And that's what I kind of did all the way throughout the hair. And her hair is a little bit thinner at the top, but I have something that I use on it. There's all kind of stuff out here that we can use. So I have something just to make her hair look a little bit fuller on. So I use some of the hair fibers and I put them in her hair, and it kind of makes her hair look a little fuller in the top. But she has beautiful hair. She's a beautiful lady. What a blessing to be able to service her. So now I'm just finger combing out her hair. I put some curls in there. I'm just trying to blend her hair in with this hair. And so that's what I'm doing. Now the top of her hair right there where the bang is, she do have a little bit darker right there. But you can see how it blends so well. It turns out so beautifully. Now I'm just sprinkling a little hair fibers up here to kind of cover up anything that may look a little too soft there or a little more too fine right there. If it's looking too fine, I put a little hair fibers there. And they last quite a while, and they don't rub off on they don't get on your pillowcase or anything like that. And you guys, this is the finished look. It's so beautiful and it blends wonderfully.